I think if you're looking for an angle, a way to bet the Colts in the futures market, I would look at Coach of the Year with Shane Steichen at 28-1. I think that's the angle with Indianapolis this year. You could certainly bet them to win the division. You could bet them to go over 7.5 wins if you want. You could bet them in a number of different ways. But I think there's a path for Steichen, and a lot of it has to do with his quarterback situation. If he can get this team to 9 or 10 wins, and they somehow win that AFC South division with kind of how we perceive Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson going into the season, he's going to get massive props from people around the league. But also the Jim Irsay narrative, right? Keep in mind, this same Colts organization had a Coach of the Year not too long ago with Chuck Pagano and Bruce Arians when Chuck Pagano was dealing with cancer. Bruce Arians steps in, and people kind of around the league fall in love with that team, that story, kind of similar things, right? If the Colts have a great year after their owner passed away, they're going to get a ton of sympathy votes, a ton of votes from people around the league in that market, and they're going to give Shane Steichen a ton of props for that. And look, outside of the quarterback position, I don't really think Indy's team is all that terrible. You still have a really good running back in Jonathan Taylor. Michael Pittman maybe isn't a number one receiver, but he's very solid. Josh Downs, I think, can be a nice compliment as well. You get Tyler Warren out of Penn State, still one of the best offensive linemen in football in Quentin Nelson. And defensively, they did a lot to upgrade this secondary this year, going after Cam Bynum from Minnesota. They got Travarius Ward from San Francisco as well. So I think the Colts defense could be a little bit better than people realize going into the year. They still have some playmakers on offense. Tyler Warren was a stud at Penn State. I'm interested to see what he looks like in the NFL, but we know it's a quarterback-driven league. And if Anthony Richardson continues to stink and Daniel Jones continues to stink, this team isn't going anywhere. But if either of those guys have an impressive year and the Colts win a lot of games, I think everything building around this season, there's a good path there for Shane Steichen to win Coach of the Year